drafter screen behind?
I have this one. That's it.
No, like the actual draft, like the board.
Oh, I took the board off. So I have that. Oh, hang on.
Like our
Like this,
actual draft.
this. Yeah. Hang on. Got it. There we go. Learning. There we go.
There you go.
And then I got this. Hang on, we're learning.
Are we live?
There we go.
Is this thing on? Do we have people in here? What's going on? Are we smashing those likes? Smash those likes, folks. Smash those freaking likes.
Welcome in. What's crack-a-lack-a-lacking? I have COVID. I'm going to be coughing through this whole thing. I can't even see. It's first time doing this, so I'm learning how to see the comments. Okay, there we go. Quasi, Bad Guy, Kobe, Fat Guys, Jerry. What's up, everybody? Welcome. We were drafting from the 101. We took Jamar Chase. We got the big disco in the building. You guys are already subbed to my guy. If you aren't subbed to my guy, make sure you do. He just streamed this same draft as well. And I'm going to be dying to this whole thing, but let's get it going, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Disco, while you're on there. If we got any different viewers from my side.
What's up, folks? It's Big Draft Energy. My name is Disco. I like to party. I'm here for friendship and hashtag man meet. Man, I love seeing the hashtag man meet in the I've been drafting on drafters, love drafters, love best ball tournaments. I'm a big DFS guy. But enough about me. Let's talk fantasy football. Oh, let's announce the winner of our giveaway. How many people are tuning in right now on should we wait a little bit before we announce the winner of the first giveaway?
How do you see your viewers and stuff on here?
So you see where it says live at the top left?
Yep.
There should be a little eyeball next to that.
Oh, okay, I see it. 46?
Killing the game, buddy.
Let's go. What's good, everybody?
Everybody came over.
Yeah, thanks.
If you guys are watching on X, make sure you guys hop into the YouTube and enter the giveaway. We got a second giveaway going on here. It's not the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so. It really does help your boy. But make sure you hop onto the Sleazeball channel, Sleazeball live stream right now. Subscribe to the boy so you can enter the next giveaway, and we'll announce the winner of the first giveaway. Yeah, I don't have much Davante Adams, so
I'm really high on Davante Adams. I don't know why people are like, he's old, dude. He's an alpha dominant wide receiver.
Yeah,
and he's gonna get 35% target share again.
For sure. So the winner of the first giveaway, I hate that this guy won. I really do. I can't stand him. He's probably not even watching. If he is, he's probably saying some inappropriate stuff because I'm kidding. I love this man to pieces. He's one of the most knowledgeable human beings when it comes to best ball content in general. Congratulations to B. Kurt. He's currently drafting at the 108. I thought the first draft was tough. We got some more sharks in here. You got you at the 101. The fellowship at the 102. This guy's great as well. Two fat guys. Bad guys, really good guy. Tip is in his second draft. We got Angry Elf, B. Kurt, me, Bayou Bengal, Quasi. There's like 10 disco balls and sleaze balls in this draft right now. And congrats to B. Kurt. And if you just want to pull up the chat, like what people say, you literally just click on their name. Like you see how Quasi's first chat was like.
So this is my first stream ever on StreamYards, guys, by the way. So I'm new to all this, learning it.
Yeah,
you just like that.
You just pop it up like that, and everything's good. And then you just click on the next one, read it out, and you're good.
Let me get these picks in, and then we'll do your rundown of. I got one screen. I don't have the other screens, by the way.
You're good.
I'm gonna go. Got to get my guy Cooper no matter what. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a shot at average. I was going to take Pittman, but we're going to go a little different.
Okay, Malik.
This is an actual real money draft. If you guys are new in here and you're not part of the drafting ballers and disco ballers that are in here right now, there's too many balls. Right tip on that. So how do I switch this screen here? Learning brand. Okay, so
there you go.
It's a $15, $2.5 million best ball tournament, $500K to first. You draft 20 spots. Your team total points for the year, your most points wins it all. 12 teams draft. Do fast ones. Never do a slow one. Takes forever. It's a waste of time. And you can do 150 entries and a chance to win 500K. I wish I knew the math on that right now on the top of my head. So if you spent 150 times 15, it's probably around 2,000 or something. You can make 498,000 on top of that. So it's not a bad way to spend your money if you hit the jackpot. Man, this coughing's killing me, bro. So back to the draft here. How you liking the start of your draft?
Oh,
Here.
you know what? It's one of those starts where it's like I get it. I picked 2 players that I thought were the best available. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm excited to see what I do off of it. I mean, I've done 130 of these now, both in the $2 minis and the drafters main. I've done over 130. This is being 131 now. I've done quite a few. I don't really get excited off of the start unless I get some really delicious value or I pull some really, really crazy, like unique roster construction. But it's tough to do so, especially now when you have 10 out of 12 being disco balls who know that you know your stuff. And these guys are going to snipe the hell out of me, and they're going to snipe the hell out of you, and it's going to be a snipe show, and it's going to be tough. But I'm here for it. I'm excited. Bayou Bengals made another one, and this guy's going. He's super pro RB starts because he's an underdog legend, and he goes 3 wide receivers off rip here because he gets it. He gets his stuff. It's great. It's really good.
Wide receivers is the play in best ball. It just has to be.
Can I ask you a question, Sleaze?
Yeah, fire away.
Why should people use your promo code?
Why should people use my promo code? Because Drafters is taking over, and Disco Ball is my partner in it.
No, they should use.
I'm tied to it now. I'm tied to your partnership.
They should use your promo code, sir, because they would double their initial deposit.
Oh yeah. And you double your.
You know how you were saying like. It's $2,250 for your draft, 150 drafters main. Well, up to $100, they would double your initial deposit if you use promo code Sleaze. So support my dude. Use promo code Sleaze when you sign up on Drafters Fantasy Sports. If you haven't signed up on Drafters Fantasy Sports, make sure you use promo code Sleaze. It goes a really long way in helping him continue to put up this content. And you get to double up on your money and tail us on some pick'em tickets. I definitely have a good pick'em ticket.
Before we dive into more here, chat Mavs or Celtics tonight. Right now, they're tipping off in 10 minutes. Who are we going with? Mav, who are you taking?
I'm taking the Celtics.
You think they're going to beat them in Dallas?
Yeah, so I do the big championship parlay every year where I pick the champion of like all major sports, and man, like this was a good year. I picked Purdue, so they just fell short in the NCAA men's championship. I picked Boston Celtics, I picked the Boston Bruins, I picked the LA Chargers, and I picked the Green Bay Packers. So we'll see how the rest of it goes, but I mean, Purdue didn't really follow through this year, but yeah, I like the Celtics a lot. Tonight, they're back in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
I just don't think that there's enough diversity on that Mavs roster to match that super team because Boston's just so stacked. Boston's so stacked.
Yeah, I think the Mavs are going to take both in Dallas. I don't think the series starts till a road game. I really believe in that. Even though it's the finals, you don't want to lose games, obviously, but you got to win a road game to get the series going. I think the Mavs cover both at home.
I love what Adrian Fitez just said there.
Which one?
It's
like The Simpsons and the Family Guy on Sunday nights. I got to catch up on chat here. So I'm just used to it.
You can just work on it.
Okay, so we got you over the good luck, everyone, for Bayou Bengal. Thank you for being part of the draft. 2 guys is in here, double the deposit. Yeah, I missed that. I'm new to saying all these new things. Check out Stephen A. Smith's suit, dude. He came out repping Celtics, Mavs. So we got 3 Mavs in here, 2 Celtics. It's gonna be a game, man. I think it's gonna be a game. I think it's going to be a Kyrie time, man. He's been too quiet the first two.
You're
Looking over at two fat guys team off to a forward receiver, one tight end start. I like that. Bad guy, Jesus, he's off to a great start. Tip is off to a great start. Oh my God, Angry Elf is off to a great start.
not. I'm not.
Disco is off to a great. This is a great start. Value Bengals going wide receiver wide receiver university over here. Kyrie gets 35. I think so too. I took the over on the Kyrie bonus on 3.5 rebounds. I was like, he's going to get more than that.
Kyrie's one of those guys who, like, no matter what you pick in a pick'em, or for me personally, no matter what you pick for him in a pick'em ticket, he does the opposite.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's averaged, I think, like 5. I mean, that's a solid bonus, but
He'll do the opposite. He'll do the opposite. I really wanted to tail the TSA guys in their bet, but
did he ever drop it?
yeah, he dropped it on.
Oh yeah, on your stream, I saw that. Yeah.
The sports affiliation guys, like IDP Iggy, he dropped his play on X, his drafters pick'em ticket, and I tried to tail it, but the moment he posted that, they went ahead and they changed the prop on who was it? It was
Derek White.
It was Derek Jones Jr., I believe. Yeah, so they changed up that prop. So I went with PJ Washington instead. So we'll see how it goes. It seemed like a good bet. 6x is my dollars. Not a bad deal. I love the pick'em tickets, especially NBA playoffs. It's
you
pretty
get
fun.
Better bang for your buck in the playoffs, I feel like, than in the season.
Absolutely. Like the idea that if you get 8 props right, you get to 100x your dollars is pretty freaking gnarly to me. It's pretty freaking gnarly. I like that idea. I like it a lot.
So since you gave me Jordan Addison, I'm going to give you, break me down Keon Coleman and how you think the Bills room is going to play out, wide receiver room.
Like I would say I'm below the majority of the rest of the field on Keon Coleman. I think he's going to be all right, but he has as good a chance to have a good season this year as Chase Claypool. I think they both have very similar play styles, and both
Claypool just hype it. I can't do it
for sure. But I mean, like, if we're talking about uncertain and unknown, they have as good chance as any to both ball out. I say that to say this: I love the idea of getting access to any wide receiver in the Buffalo Bills offense, because there's a lot of vacated targets in that offense. So if I get to leave one of these drafts with one of these wide receivers, I'm going to do it. I just don't know who's going to be the alpha dog. I think the guy with the safest floor is Curtis Samuel, because he's going to be involved in the run game. I think the guy with the highest ceiling is Khalil Shakir, but whoever's in the middle, yeah, I think whoever's in the middle, it could be, it could be Dalton Kincaid, but I really didn't like what I saw on tape from him last year whatsoever. It could be Dawson Knox. It could be a plethora of other guys. But right now, if I'm drafting every best ball draft, I have to leave the draft with one of those weapons on that Buffalo Bills offense. That's one of those offenses that I need to target, because there's a lot of vacated targets, and it really could be any one of them. I don't think there's a clear-cut person. I think Keon Coleman's going to have his weeks, but I also think Mac Hollins can also have his weeks there too. It's not as cut and dry as people like to make it think. Controversial.
I am fully on it's going to be Curtis Samuel that leads the way on this one. Fully, all the way. You want the veteran presence, the slot dominance. I know Khalil Shakir is on the upcoming, but I think he's just going to rely on the vet and just pepper him with targets.
Yeah, that's what I've been banking on as well. Let's look at my Curtis.
See? And my guy, look at my guy. He nailed it right there. Samuel leads wide receiver catches. Shakir leads. I don't know about yards. Oh man. I don't know why people are so high on Shakir. I just got to see it first, I guess.
So yeah, I have 30% exposure in this tournament to Curtis Samuel. He's my third highest player that I've invested in, Curtis Samuel. It goes Cooper Kupp, Rachaad White, and then Curtis Samuel.
Okay. Cooper Kupp, Rachaad White. Yeah, I'm high on Curtis Samuel too. I think he's going to lead the way a lot. Well, I mean, Dalton Kincaid is going to be the wide receiver 1, but it's going to be a roulette wheel. Okay, what do we got to catch up on here?
Adrian, you like that hot take, bro? You like that hot take? Shout out to you, Adrian. You're a legend, man. I love you, bro.
What's up, Hot Take City? Welcome in. Index of suspicion. What did he say? Samuels? Shakir is injured. Oh, yeah. Shakir had a leg injury today, right? Did I see that? I saw that. I didn't see the final update of what it was, but yeah.
Hey, Index of Suspicion, you should hop into the YouTube channel so you can enter the next giveaway. Congratulations to B Kurt for winning the first giveaway. You need to give us a word. You need to put a word in the chat. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, you got it. Hashtag disco. First time being on the stream. I'm sick. You're covering the talking great. It's perfect, man.
All right. So make sure you type that out and you put hashtag disco. You guys have between what rounds now and when? This is your show. You dictate this giveaway.
You have between right now and round 20 when we break down the teams. We'll pop it at the end.
Sweet. Put hashtag disco. This is good for the ego, guys. It's great. If you guys seriously, you make sure that you turn your bell notifications on for this man, not just here on YouTube, because he drops some fire shorts, some very straight to the point, informative shorts. His edits are unreal. I need to get on your level for edits. They're absolutely insane. And then make sure you turn on the notification for any time he posts fire on X as well, because this guy knows that he knows.
How come our cameras don't have our names under it like on yours?
Because you got the chat pulled up. So whenever you pull up the chat, just click on it again. So just click on the same chat and you'll close it.
Click on the same?
Yeah. So
okay, I see it. It's still not there.
Okay. So you see how this guy Index of Suspicion on X, how his comments up there. If you go to the comments section on your StreamYard and just click, there you go. And then
okay, now it's right. Okay.
Yeah. So when you open a chat, a comment, open it, read it, and then just close it again. Make sure that you double click it.
Learning.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for.
Porzingis could be out. What happened, Jared? I'm not even watching. KD in the building. What's up, Kevin? That's my boy IRL right there. What's good, man? I'm streaming with COVID cough, bro. Those were supposed to be graded. I wasn't expecting them not to render from Twitter. If you want to get in the giveaway, Kev, hit hashtag disco, gets you a free draft to drafters. What is it, free ticket for 15? Is it a $15 draft or what is it?
Yeah, so the drafters for 5 million.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just click on that chat again and you'll close it.
Okay, learning, close this, and then close the comment, right?
Yeah, so just click on the same comment you have up right. Yep. Perfect.
Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, on the clock.
Kurt,
baby boy.
B. Kurt says he's pretty sure that he thinks this is the 500K lineup. I like it. I'm looking at his lineup right after he drafts. You made your picks?
Talk dirty to me. My lineup is going to the championship. We're ready.
All right. So B. Kurt's got CJ Stroud, Najee, AJ Brown, Chris Olave, Tank Dell, Amari Cooper, Rashee Rice, Mark Andrews. It's good. It's good. I'm not going to say I love it. I'm not going to say I hate it. I think it's really good. Don't get me wrong. Bayou Bengals is just taking every running back there. So I had to get your guy, Ramondre, even though he's my guy, Ramondre, because I'm a Pats fan.
Bayou with a 4-4 start. I like it. I like it. 4 running backs, 4 receivers.
Very balanced. Some great value after round 5 at the running back position. I'm assuming Zamir White's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Quasi took him. Every time I want one of my guys. Quasi's got him, man.
Dislocation of a tendon for Porzingis. Oh my God, the Mavs are coming back to win the series.
Dingus Pingus. Index of Suspicion says, "Let's go, Pats. Let's go." Index of Suspicion. Shout out to you. I don't know who you are, but you're a legend because you're a Pats fan. We've had it good for so long. Let's let these poverty teams.
Dislocation, man. That's not good. I like the way this draft is coming together. First time drafting top half of one of these, so it changes the thinking. Let me see how Two Fat Guys is looking over here. He's going.
Let's close the chat first.
Oh, yep, learning. Okay.
There you go. There you go. It's just one of. I did the same thing when I started on StreamYard. StreamYard is like one of those things where it's so easy that you forget how easy it is.
It's so much different. Like OBS is way harder, but I'm so used to it. Like I don't know, it's different. Okay, so Fat Guys is rolling out. He came in with the first pick, and Tyreek Hill at third. I love that. Always. Debo 22nd, DJ Moore 27th, Hollywood Brown straight wide receiver start. Got Dalton Kincaid, another wide receiver, tight end 1. George Kittle, that's nice. He's got a good start. I like it a lot. Yes. Very nice start. We're all getting off to a good start here. This is a stacked room, bro. Jesus. You like the last team better, Tip, or no? Kev, I tried to get you in the draft too, bro. Go ahead.
This is probably the most stacked draft I've been in this year.
Oh, this is wild right here. There's like 7
hitters. This is Shark City. Shark City, bitch. Am I allowed to curse on your channel? Oh, you're puking on your channel. If you can puke on your channel, I could curse on your channel.
You can curse, yeah.
Kobe.
Why do you have child proof on yours, or what do you call that? Child mode?
No, I know some people would prefer not to hear the cursing, and sometimes I just let it out. Sometimes I just let it out. What's up, buddy?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
What's up, buddy?
So Kev, why didn't you get in this, bro? Why didn't you make it in? Promo code SLEEZE. Hop in. All right, let's go back here. 6 away. Which guys are not part of the of us, Sleazeball or Disco? Which ones are
the guy between B Kurt and Angry Elf?
MLB, right? Okay.
Yeah, and the 111. Hi,
and so the fellow KGB is?
Yeah, he's been very supportive.
Okay.
You see my baby boy Kobe? Look at
okay. Dude, I can't even pick my dogs up too big. Start barking. We're on the clock. All right. No quarterbacks yet.
Kobe's about 90 pounds.
Do we go for it now? I think I'm going to go Bang.
You're just leaving Jacoby Myers there for the next guy, eh? Good for you. Good for you. I don't want to win either.
I'll take Jacoby Myers.
Good call. I love Jacoby.
I have no quarterback yet, bro.
That's okay.
Jesus.
That's okay.
We're grinding it till the end.
Well, that's the thing, right? There's so much depth at the quarterback position later on. You could probably bang out like 3 or 4 QBs in the last 3 or 4 rounds, and you'll be all right.
I'm on that Bayou Bengal 32-year-old Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers train right now.
Nice.
Thoughts on Jerome Ford, his ADP? We were just talking about it last stream on Disco Stream Index. I mean, it's unbelievable. You're getting a starting running back at 125 ADP. And we don't know. You see a video of Nick Chubb walk on the sideline. Of course, everyone's going to get all hyped up. He's not going to play till like week 6, I don't think. Week 6 to 8. I mean, his knee was shattered twice.
Let's put it this way. Aaron Rodgers was walking 2 months after his Achilles injury. Doesn't mean he's ready for football. And he plays less of a crazy position than Nick Chubb. Like all the ligamentage in that knee, LCL, PCL, MCL, ACL, all shot. Yeah. His patella was in his ass. Like his patella, which is your kneecap, went all the way up to his butt. It ripped every major. It ripped everything on the path and by in his butt. Like it went up his quad like 3 inches. Like that is a gruesome injury. It's not just the ligament in the knee. His quad was torn to shreds by his own kneecap. It's gruesome.
And it's his second MCL. I mean, or ACL. I don't.
It's an entire knee, man. It's an entire knee. Like this guy's not bio. Like he's not.
Say even if he comes back like week 6, the value still at Jerome Ford. He's still going to see 55-60% snaps the rest of the way the whole season. He looked good last year.
I think we see Nick Chubb after week 10, and we'll see him at like a
for the playoffs
10% to 15% to 20 to 25, and then see where they're at in terms of the playoffs, and then try to get him involved there. But we're not going to see him at anywhere close to 30 or 40%. We're not.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
Jerome Ford. He's a clear-cut RB1. If you want to get the handcuff to Jerome Ford being the clear-cut RB1, it's Donta Foreman this year.
Donta Foreman?
Yeah. That's his backup. Who's the other backup?
Yeah, that's it's oh my god, I'm blanking on it. I don't know it right now. What is it?
It's nobody. It's
I know his name.
it's
I'll tell you,
Foreman, Ford, and Chubb.
No, there's what's his name? Hines. They just signed. Yeah, god damn it! I should have known that.
Naeem Hines.
Yeah, he's trash, but
Yeah, his kneecaps in his asshole too.
that's true.
My wife says, describing that injury is
Do
gruesome.
we think that the
awful.
Browns are going to be a playoff contender with the offensive line being top 3? Chubb, we don't know. So the running back room I'll give midway. You've got Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore, nice slot receiver, by the way, Amari Cooper, and Njoku. They have a great defense.
I mean, if they were in the AFC South, yes, they'd be a playoff contender. But that AFC North, it really could be any team can be, you know, the team that makes it in the playoffs, and any team can be the team that gets eliminated, and it could be a difference of 1 or 2 wins or 1 or 2 ties. Like that division is a tough smash mouth division. They all are going to come in to compete. They're all going to be good. Like everybody's giving Baltimore the division already, but like they're forgetting, you know, Pittsburgh is still Pittsburgh. They don't
Pittsburgh
really
had a hell of a draft, man.
Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh. They got 2 good quarterbacks now, or 2 better. Well, anything other than Kenny Pickett's an improvement, right? But they got 2 quarterbacks there now. Both of them present massive upside towards, you know, George Pickens, towards Freiermuth.
Let's get the stack, baby.
Arthur Smith does have me a little bit concerned, but they can compete. That defense is going to come in and they're going to ball out. Cincinnati, should Joe Burrow be healthy and Jamar Chase be ready, that team can not only compete, like they're not just winning the division, they're potentially one of the favorite teams to win the Super Bowl, should those 2 be healthy, right? I think the only thing that they struggle with is just good defense. But like, yeah, that entire division is a toss-up. Just it comes down to Deshaun Watson. I really think it comes down to Deshaun Watson, and I don't believe in Deshaun Watson whatsoever.
I mean, God, when he's out there though, he's a 20-point quarterback.
Yeah, but like, there's a difference between playoffs and then fantasy football.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? You want the guys who are going to be playing in competitive games down the stretch, trying to, you know, claw.
He's that player though. If he hits, he could fucking hit though. Like he'll be
for sure.
Solid.
For
sure, they got everything they need.
For sure, and it's like saying like you know, I can drive after 6 whiskeys. I did it 1 time, but like the other 6 times I got a DUI and crashed my car. Like it's not gonna, like, it's just like sometimes it's just ignorant.
To watch him be like QB5.
Sometimes it's just
ignorant. Don't clip this. You want Daniel Jones over Watson? Dude, I would never draft Daniel Jones, by the way, index. I mean, in best ball, yeah, but Daniel Jones, no.
Yeah, well, I like Daniel Jones at ADP more than I like Deshaun Watson. I'm with you, Index.
At ADP, yeah, I'll give you at ADP. Yeah, but I mean, I've seen
in like the best ball game is so much different than redraft. Like my entire perspective is like, what's at the best value currently? Like I don't really have guys that I absolutely love unless it's like Breece Hall, Jamar Chase, or AJ Brown in the first round, and then second round there's obviously the guys like Drake London. Then third round is where all the players I love go, like Travis Kelce, that's a great value, Cooper Kupp, Michael Pittman, Sam Laporta, like they're all values in round 3. Round 3 is like my favorite. Then after that, it's just like whatever's best available, man. Like best available, build correlation off best available, let the value follow you, and you're laughing, right?
Yeah. So how about this? If I say, what about? So let's go round 12. So it's about 144. Who is your favorite players to target past 140, 150 range?
He's on. So if you look at Bayou Bengals pick at 135, that's one of my favorite players to target.
Jermaine Burton.
Yes, sir. All day, every day. Love me some
I like him a lot.
Burton.
But I feel like there's better value to be had than him at 135. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to choose between 150, my favorite is gonna be Jaleel McLaughlin. My second favorite, if I'm looking at the list now, we're going deep. Demario Douglas or Javon Baker.
Yeah, like the way I look at it is this way: Jermaine Burton was one of the best wide receivers, if not the best wide receiver, on a program that was one of the best programs in college football. His ceiling is 19 yards per reception. You put him with a quarterback like Joe Burrow, where both wide receivers are currently in disgruntled positions. Like Jamar Chase is not suiting up right now because he wants a new contract. T. Higgins is not suiting up because he wants a new contract. Unless these guys get their contracts soon, the only guy who's going to be really ready to go and have that camaraderie on the field, that preseason anatomical adaptation with Joe Burrow, that's going to be Jermaine Burton and Eric All. So, like, Jermaine Burton's value for me keeps skyrocketing the more these guys hold out. And we know T. Higgins is going to miss time at some point, right? So I look at Jermaine Burton. I think this guy's a league winner. I really do. He's got such a high ceiling. He would have been a wide receiver. He would have been picked in the first round of this year's NFL draft if he wasn't, if he didn't have red flags in his college career, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I just don't like being the third option. I guess that's my problem. And until we know what happens with T, it could be a massive value, right? If T something happens, he's traded or he walks or whatever. You're gonna have he's going up to ADP 60, 70. Just like that.
Two Fat Guys Fantasy Football says Chase is present for the mandatory portion of OTAs. Yeah, but he's not participating. He's not. He's just there.
I saw that today.
Like Jonathan Taylor was present for training camp. Well, he wasn't doing anything. You know what I mean? There's a difference between being present and getting the actual reps that you need as a football player to get your timing right, which has me very concerned for my Jamar Chase no matter what. I'm obviously like Jamar, it's still Jamar Chase no matter what, but he needs to sign sooner rather than later. The guy who I think is like
later contracts just hurts the team every time.
For sure. Every single time, just get it done. Like Minnesota did it right. Minnesota did it right. But like T. Higgins, he's expandable because he's shown that, like, one, he's unreliable because he's constantly injured. Two, he wants more than he deserves. Like, he hasn't really deserved what he's looking for. So anything that really happens with T. Higgins, all of that is a plus for Jermaine Burton. We know Jermaine Burton's going to play wide receiver 2 at some point this year behind Jamar Chase. And with his ability, his speed, his ceiling play, his jump ball ability, just being able to win one-on-ones down the field. I love Jermaine Burton. I was all in on Jermaine Burton the moment Tyler Boyd got traded. I was like, who is my Sam Laporta this year? Who am I hanging my hat on? And then I saw Tyler Boyd got traded. I was like, oh, like all the stars
are going to put up number one numbers like Laporta.
Huh?
No, he's not going to put up crazy numbers like Laporta.
I put my entire reputation last year on the fact that Sam Laporta was going to be an elite tight end. I told everybody in the and everybody, like Quasi was one of the guys who's like, you know what, Sam Laporta is a rookie tight end. Rookie tight ends don't do well. A lot of guys in Disco Ball Nation last year gave me a hard time in May, and then they all came around, became hashtag Laporta supporters, and when you drafted Sam Laporta, you were rewarded. I think Jermaine Burton has a tremendous season. I think Jermaine Burton has a phenomenal season. I think he's going to be
you think he's a top? You think they can manage? I mean, they did it one time, I think, like 5 years ago.
So I know it's a stretch, but like I don't think top 10 finish in PPR format is out of the question for Jermaine Burton. I don't think it's out of the question.
I think that's out of the question.
I think it's a stretch. I mean, like coming into last preseason, you would have been like Puka Nacua, top 10 wide receiver, Puka Nacua, right? But like shit happens, and situations sometimes make a player even better. And I think Jermaine Burton's coming into an excellent situation. If you look at all the opportunity, go ahead. Sorry,
Higgins went down. It's the only way he's getting even close to that.
If you look at all the opportunity Tyler Boyd had last year, where it was either a poor throw or him dropping it or him running a poor route, and converted that into receptions, Tyler Boyd could have been a top 15, top 20 wide receiver in PPR format.
I mean, you also had Jamar Chase out for 6 games with the shin, and then they missed 2 more at the end. So you only played like 8 games.
Did Jamar Chase miss any games last year?
Yeah, he missed like 7 or 8.
Are you sure?
Positive. He missed the first 4 with like a shin injury or something, and then at the end he missed 2 because I had him on a ton of teams. Let's go here.
I don't know about all that.
I'll go right here. Where's Jamar? Which team do I have him on? This team. So many teams. Nope, wrong team. This team. Jamar Chase, game log. Oh shit, I'm on the clock. Give me Will Levis. And give me the John stack.
All right, week one, four receptions. Week 2, 3 receptions. Week 3, 4 receptions. Week 4, 3 receptions. Week 5, 11 receptions. Week 6, 4 receptions. Week 7, 2 receptions. Week 8,
no Burrow. Jake Browning.
Are you saying no Burrow? I thought you said Jamar Chase missed time.
I thought he missed time. I thought he missed like 4 to 6
Jamar
games.
Chase did not miss time, sir.
Yeah,
and
did.
like if you okay, so let's just
put week 16. That was it.
Okay, how many receptions did Jamar Chase have last year? Let me just ask you. On a poor season for Jamar Chase, how many receptions did he have?
I think he had like 130 or 140.
100. A bad season for Jamar Chase is 100 receptions.
Right.
Even with all the quarterback controversy, like him coming in being like injured and playing when he shouldn't have played after he signed the bag, all that. Even Jake Browning, still 100 receptions. How many targets did he have?
I don't have it pulled up. I said where I said 150, 140.
Up there. How many targets do you think Tyler Boyd had?
70 to 80.
Let's say closer to 70, right? If you take Jermaine Burton's ceiling, Joe Burrow's ability, Jamar Chase taking the top off, we're talking about like it's very doable. It's very possible.
Tyler Boyd had 98 targets, 67 catches. Okay. Also, though, T. Higgins missed games. That helped him. And still didn't see that much volume. I guess it's all right. I mean, you're at a
the opportunity is there. You look at a guy who averages 19 yards per reception in college, a guy who's like a 4.4 40 kind of dude, a freak athlete, an absolute specimen with the ball in his hand. Like, why the hell not? Why the hell not?
I don't know. I just think saying top 10 is kind of crazy, but
I'm saying it's a stretch, but it's not outside of the realm. Like there's a way it would happen. Like in an alternate universe, I could see it happening. You know what I mean? Like it's super doable. I'm not saying he's going to finish the season as a top 10 wide receiver, but I wouldn't be shocked if he does.
So do you think that the Bengals, let's say Joe Burrow stays healthy, let's say T. Higgins signs, and let's say the year plays out, can they handle 3 top 35 wide receivers in one season? They did it like 5 years ago.
Yeah, they can.
I don't know.
They can.
This is why I think the run game is going to be very not there with Zach Moss, kind of.
I'm with you 100%. I hate the idea of Zach Moss this year. I can't stand the idea of Zach Moss this year. I want nothing to do with Zach Moss at ADP. I feel like he's going so high. Chase Brown all day. Give me Chase Brown, as much Chase Brown as I possibly can get.
They brought in Eric All and Mike Gesicki.
Eric All is going to be good. Eric All is going to be really good. He's going to be steady Eddie. He reminds me of what was the name of that he plays on the Jets now?
Conklin?
Huh?
Conklin?
No, the one that played on the Bengals before.
Oh, Smith or
no, like Hawaiian dude.
Oh man, are we going? How far back?
Not back at all. Like he just played for the Jets last year.
Last year.
He played for the Jets last year. He was the tight end on the Jets last year. I don't know if he's still there. Hawaiian dude. Anyways, his rookie season, I think it's like, what's his name?
I'm looking right now.
I got it. You run your show. I got it. Jets 2023 roster.
Okay, come on. Am I take your guy right here, bro? If he holds, God, don't do it to me.
CJ Uzomah.
Oh, CJ Uzomah. Okay, he was on the Bengals before.
He reminds me of CJ Uzomah in his rookie year. Everything like just steady Eddie. He's not going to be like a high ceiling play, but he's steady Eddie and he's free in these drafts. So I really like him and his upside as well. Oh man, Bayou Angle got his hashtag his meat.
He just sniped the hell out of me. I don't know what to do now. Panic mode's on. Hang on.
He got his man meat going with Jelani Woods. Bayou Bengal and Jelani Woods. That man meat is a real deal over there.
Oh well, we'll take a little stack. That's fine. I mean, this might be, by the way, this might be my best draft in the 8 or 9 I've done on here.
You know what, man? Drafters must really like you because like
I
my first stream
love
on
this one.
drafters, my first stream on drafters, I had like the 112. And right now you're chilling with the 101 on your first stream. Drafters must really love you, man. They must.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, that's fire.
Chase Brown all day. See, so here's the thing: if you have Chase Brown, you're playing redraft. Do you feel confident putting him in your flex or RB2? That's my question for you.
I'll tell you this right now. In redraft, I'm drafting Zach Moss. In best ball, I'm drafting Chase Brown. You have to be able to differentiate between the two. Yeah. So,
I just don't think I'm happy starting Chase Brown in redraft at all. It's tough. It's like I guess Jalen Warren's proven that he's a flex flag. That's a bad example. Who would be a good 1-2 punch? Montgomery's a good one. We can't say that one. I'm trying to think of an example where like he's kind of there, but you don't want to start him.
Like a 1A,
Rico Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle, I think.
I think I'd rather have Rico Dowdle than Chris Brown in redraft. Or not Chris Brown, Chase Brown.
In redraft?
Yeah.
I can see why you say that.
I mean, I'm not high on Chase Brown at all, really like that.
Well, can't wait for you to eat your words, sir.
You think he's gonna pop off?
I think he's like the efficiency. I think the efficiency and explosive plays per touch.
Take a bet live on stream right now that Jaleel McLaughlin will shit on Chase Brown's numbers this year.
I mean, we're talking about Chase Brown and Zach Moss, and then we bring up Jaleel McLaughlin. It's irrelevant. I like Jaleel McLaughlin. ADP
later.
I like Jaleel McLaughlin a lot, and I like Chase Brown as well. I think they both are in best ball format. I want a lot of in redraft. I don't think their floor is safe enough. Redraft, you kind of want like a very safe floor. You can't really go for the ceiling in redraft, right? I mean, you could, but it's like it's a very, very big gamble.
So if you guys have a hit hashtag disco for the giveaway, we are at 7 picks left, and we're going to break down the teams. So make sure you hit hashtag disco in the chat. Chance to win a free draft. What's good, Jen? How we doing? Welcome back. I'm sick with COVID. How's everything with the kids? I hope it's all going well. And we got, I'm Mr. Irrelevant here, bro. Who's it going to be here? I got 3 QBs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should I go? Ooh. How you feeling about your team right here?
I like it. It's very unique.
He talks all that shit on JJ McCarthy, takes him in the draft. I like it.
Round 20.
I saw.
What is it? 22 picks past ADP, and he was auto picked.
God, Demario Douglas's ADP is just ridiculously low.
Yeah.
Here we go, Mr. Irrelevant to end the draft. What do we got? 2, 3. I mean, might as well. No. I mean, should we just go for a home run hitter on IR? Nah, we'll go here. I'll go with the Dolchmeister at the end. Dude, this is one of my favorite drafts. I'm not going to lie. I really, really like this team a lot.
So go ahead and break down. You could break down. Let's look at tips, because I know we're really curious to see if Tip made some improvements. I think guys that like we should definitely go over. Like,
let's start it off with you grading tips.
Yeah, so we'll go Tip. We'll go bad guys, because bad guys wasn't there in the last draft. B. Kurt is a champ. He's won before. We don't have to grade him, but we could definitely look at his lineup. Quasi, once again, another champ. We don't have to grade him, but we can look at his lineup. Obviously, we could look at both of ours. Bengals, we could see how he did. Yeah, let's just look at everybody's lineup. I don't know if you want to do the grading thing the way I do, but it's completely up to you.
Go for it. You start off with Tip. We can go back and forth.
All right, all right. I'm easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm just getting the
I got
the winner of tonight's giveaway. Should I announce the winner of tonight's giveaway now, or should I wait till the end of the stream?
Like
the
pop it
second
at the
giveaway.
end, and then we'll go out with a little giveaway at the end.
All right, sounds good. Say no more. All right, tips team. You got it pulled up?
I got tip up.
I don't think so. There you go. So he goes 3-6-8-3. Good roster construction, very safe. Obviously, 25% of the field used it last year for some reason. It is the safe roster construction. To stand out, you would obviously have to change it up, but once again, it's very safe. You go 3 quarterbacks, and right off the rip, I could see that you paid attention to the advice we gave.
ADP. Yep.
The ADP of 100.2, and you got Jordan Love at 101. All right, like you got him at ADP, woo. But the Jared Goff value you got is tremendous.
Yeah, that's good.
Past ADP, even Gardner Minshew, you got at a really good value. So like you are a quick study right away. And like that same theme goes on pretty much the entire draft. Your running backs pretty much at ADP or a couple picks past ADP. Swift, you got at a good value, even though I'm not there with him. Gibson, you like more than the rest of us. J.K. Dobbins, I'm not touching. Alexander Madison, I could see why you took him as well. Like your quarterbacks and running backs so far, just based off of not reaching. I like the names. Some of the names I'm absolutely very high on, but like just the fact that you didn't reach is very beautiful. Justin Jefferson,
Way
great
better
value. DK Metcalf, I think, has top 10 wide receiver upside every single year, and people are forgetting who the hell he is. Yes, they have 3 wide receivers, but like we said, you look at Cincinnati, you think, oh, well, like Jermaine Burton doesn't have a path to success there, but like they just brought in the University of Washington's offensive coordinator who goes 3 wide more than anybody else. They're going to throw the ball and throw the ball a lot. So I like all 3 of those wide receivers. Terry McLaurin, love the pick. Also didn't reach. Calvin Ridley, you got at a good value. You did reach a little bit, but it's negligible. It's nothing crazy.
Anything in between 5, I think is fine.
Yeah, it's negligible, right? I can't even say that word right now. Dobbs, you got a great value. Downs, you got DJ Chark is a great ceiling play. TJ Hawkinson, good. Sanat, good. Chigozimo Konku, good. I think your draft here,
way better
in comparison to what you did over there, this is a B plus. I think what would take you to an A now that you kind of get like, I'm not reaching and waiting for values to come to me. Now you start building based off of correlation and correlating your lineups, like getting stacks. So like where you got DeAndre Swift, well, like I think I only see 1 stack here for you. You got Jordan Love and you got Romeo Dobbs.
Jameson Williams and Goff.
He got Jameson Williams and Goff. Okay, so there is a little bit of correlation. That's great. That's really, really good. So keep working on the correlation. I give this draft a B plus. Like it's a huge improvement. I would say kudos to you for stepping up and drafting with us in the main. But I highly recommend you do some more good reps where you could win a lot of money on the $2 mini, because the $2 mini is like, it's great. I've done 108 now. So yeah, great work. It's gonna max out by the end of the month, dude. Like,
how many can we pump in that one? 200?
150.
150. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna max out by the end of the month. So #ABD. I literally have 4 of those drafts going every night after stream, like simultaneously.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
who we going to next?
Tip. Great work, Tip. Sorry.
Are we going to Fat Guy? Who we going to next?
Let's go to Bad Guys Official, because he didn't draft with us in the last one.
Bad Guys Official. Okay. I'll break this one down here. So my guy, Bad Guy Official, welcome in, by the way. I think it's your first time, actually my first time streaming on a draft with drafters and StreamYard. So welcome in. Comes out with 3 solid quarterbacks. I think that's too much depth at quarterback when you have that big of names. You don't need Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, and Trevor Lawrence. But let's see how the correlation works out here. You got the CV stack, which I like. Travis Etienne, man, he was RB3, but he's always that guy. I'm like, do I draft him? Am I scared? He's always that scary guy for me, but his value is very good. You got my guy, Jaleel McLaughlin. I'm super high on him this year. I do think he will lead the Broncos in points in the season at running back. Tyjae Spears, I love as well. Damian Pierce Tank. I love the double stack running back with Tank and ETN. Clyde Edwards-Helaire just got signed, so that's a nice little depth piece.
A lot of correlation at the running back position and
A
quarterback
lot of
position.
with Trevor Lawrence. Yes, very nice.
And
Brandon
even
Ayuk,
Mahomes and CEH, like correlation nation over here.
Yeah, he killed it with that too.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. Yeah. Well, I mean, CEH, but CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Ayuk, Michael Pittman, Brian Thomas, Jerry Jeudy. I mean, top 5. I'm not super high on Jerry Jeudy like others, but the breakout potential is there. Ricky Pearsall. Man, I love the Ayuk Pearsall stack and Jawan Jennings because you know what if Brandon Ayuk isn't a Niner, bro? And then you get a bang wide receiver 2 and 3. I like that. You got Kadarius Toney with Mahomes, another nice correlation play. Even though I don't think Kadarius Toney plays this year, really, dart throw pick. And Evan Ingram is going to go off this year at tight end.
So
Pat
the
Fryermuth,
only
I
reason,
was just talking about as well. His correlation was amazing. This is a fucking A+ draft.
so like the only reason why I don't like his wide receivers right now, because like the first top 5, absolutely sick, right? But after that, if you look at the Brandon Ayuk, Ricky Pearsall, Jawan Jennings situation, it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Because like if Ayuk stays in San Francisco, well, Pearsall, his value drops significantly, and so does Jennings.
He'll still
right?
be playing in 3 sets. I mean, if Debo goes down or something with how he plays,
how often do they go in 3 wide receiver sets? Regardless, I mean, I think that's too many wide receivers for
that was a last year phenomenon because of his elbow. They're going to be throwing a lot more this year.
Okay. I look at it and I think to myself, that's way too many wide receivers that don't matter on one team. I think Ayuk is great. Ayuk will be great anywhere he goes. Pearsall, the only way Pearsall's value really skyrockets, and I think you could have stopped after Pearsall. I understand the Jawan Jennings pick. Kadarius Toney pick, like, I get it, he's still on the roster. I love the correlation with Evan Ingram. I think it's a good draft. I do.
I think it's a really good draft. The correlation
I just think Jawan Jennings was unnecessary.
That was. I'll agree with that. Yeah. But yeah, the tight ends are solid. Running backs are a little weak, but the correlation play is nice. I'm not A+. I'll go A. I like the draft a lot. I wish there would have been a depth piece instead of the quarterback piece, but I get all the correlations, so you know.
I think he could have gotten a better RB2 should he passed on Dak Prescott. Where did he get Dak at?
9, right on ADP. Everything was right on ADP or right after ADP. He only reached like Dameon Pierce, I believe, if I remember.
So where he took Dak, he could have gotten Connor, Brooks, or Mostert.
Yep.
I would have definitely gone with one of those guys because obviously Dak and CeeDee Lamb stack, of course, but like
it gave me the depth. I like it. Thank you. I needed the running back help right there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm giving it a B- because like no matter what happens on any given Sunday, you know your quarterback position is going to be solid. Your wide receiver position is going to be solid. Your tight end group is going to be solid.
Yeah.
Your running back room has me a little bit worried.
It's
like if we're talking about ceiling, great. If we're talking about floor, it doesn't exist.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
Tyjae Spears has a decent floor, but not best ball, decent floor, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I still better than B- for me. I'll go A. I like the correlation. I like the draft. I like the thought process. I'll go with an A.
Who do you got next? 2 fat guys?
I just did 2 fat guys. Oh no, I did bad guys. You take 2 fat guys.
Okay. 2, 6, 10, 2 roster construction, very unique. Obviously, you know your stuff. Joe Burrow, you got him 2 picks past ADP. Brock Purdy, love it. Good 2 QB build. Very good upside, very safe floor. Kenneth Walker, I'm like frick. I have Kenneth Walker maybe 12 picks below ADP. Like I'm not high on Kenneth Walker at all this year. I'm not high on that running back room. Give me all the wide receivers. I may take a little bit of no offense since it's no longer tight end by committee, but the rest of the team, I don't want any of the running backs at ADP. I definitely don't want any of the quarterbacks either. So Kenneth Walker, I'm kind of out on, but I understand why you took him. You got him at a good value. James Conner, good pick. Gus Edwards, good pick. Ray Davis, love the pick, love the value. Jalen Wright, Also love the pick, love the value. Chuba, I'm not there this year. Last year, I wanted nothing to do with Miles Sanders. Wanted 100% exposure to Chuba. This year, I want nothing to do with Chuba. I want 100% exposure to Miles Sanders. Wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Huh?
I still don't get that.
Okay, so
Miles
Miles Sanders, is he still under contract?
Yeah, I think he's done.
Is he still on the football team?
Yeah, he's still there.
Was he not hobbled with injuries last year?
Yeah,
the entire season he was banged up last year. He never had a healthy week last year, right? So if he's still under the roster, if he had a full healthy offseason where he can work on his agility and explosive training, he still has RB1 upside in the 20th round. If I'm talking about value and upside, Miles Sanders makes the most sense.
He just looks, I don't know. Maybe I think his playing days are done, but
you could be right, but you could also be wrong. That's the beauty about drafting in June, right?
That's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna draft like I'm right and be willing to be wrong. So I will get 100% exposure to Miles Sanders because I like his ceiling more than I like Chuba's.
I think if Miles Sanders got traded to the Cowboys, we'd have a conversation going. But
like still round 20,
right?
Like it's only up from here for Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is hashtag not good. Yeah, I mean, like for sure. He had a terrible 2023 campaign, but I mean, so did Jamar Chase. Are we going to say Jamar Chase is not good? Are we going to say Justin Jefferson isn't good? Are we going to I'm not saying that he's in the same realm, but like if we're talking about one bad season where a player has been like riddled with injuries, like I'm once again, I'm willing to be wrong. I've been wrong many times before, and I'll be wrong many times again. So I'm not necessarily worried. So wide receiver goes Tyreek Hill, Deebo Samuel, DJ Moore, and like I'm not risking anything in round 20 for Miles Sanders. Let's be real. Hollywood Brown, Quentin Johnson, Zay Jones, Jalen Tolbert, Darius Slayton, Kendrick Bourne, Calvin Austin. I like the Calvin Austin pick. I love the ceiling play of Calvin Austin. Kendrick Bourne, I think you're just getting unique in any of the 6 wide receivers that could produce there at any given Sunday. Like Javon Baker could be one of them. Douglas could be one of them. Could be any one of them, or it could be none of them, like last year. Dalton Kincaid, George Kittle. I love the team. I like the correlation with San Fran. I know that my guy Bad Guys wanted Brock Purdy, but you got him. Yeah, good draft.
He got the Kittle stack. I like that too.
Yeah, I like.
They're saying today that Van Jefferson is winning the number 2 job over Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Arthur Howell said it perfectly. Like, click on Arthur Howell, his chat right there. His chat in the chat. Yeah, he said pick Sanders at 20, can't lose pick. 100%. What in basketball format? What do you have to lose for picking Sanders in round 20? What do you have to lose?
Round 20 pick is nothing. I get that. Yeah.
What do you have to lose? So I much rather get Sanders in round 20 than what's his face? Chuba. Where did Chuba go?
Chuba goes about 165, I guess. Without even looking at it.
Like I mean, like I think both risks are like whatever, but like
yeah, I mean I can see it. And he's that guy that if a guy goes down, they have the depth to trade him, man.
Yeah, well
that's another plus side about that.
I'll also click on Quasi's comment because I got a great rebuttal for Quasi's comment. You go ahead and read it. It's your chat.
Sanders has only done well with superior O-line. The Philadelphia Eagles, now he's got the 27th ranked O-line. Dude, they actually had a great insight. I got to show you this Twitter thing at Quasi that they said the Panthers O-line is up to like top 15.
Yeah. So if you're talking about the 2023 O-line, I agree with you. Ranked 27th for sure. If you look at how much they invested and who they invested in this offseason in particular at the offensive line, they invested over $75 million in the position, the most out of any NFL team ever in the position. And these are good pieces, good, strong names that they invested in at the offensive line. Take it from me, a guy who played offensive line at a very high level. Their O-line has improved drastically. I like that running game.
Yeah,
I'm worried about Jonathan Brooks because he's still coming off of a knee. I don't like the draft players. I love his ceiling play, but where he's going in these drafts, it's tough to want to get 100% exposure to him because the risk is way higher than the reward. Whereas if you draft Miles Sanders in round 20, what's the worst thing that can happen? Miles Sanders repeats what he did in 2023, right? What's the best that can happen? He does what he did in 2022. That's how you win these best ball tournaments. You take these risks, you make these bets, and draft like you're right and be willing to be wrong. And that's what I'm going to do. If you guys are fading Miles Sanders, this is good news for me, because if you guys all fade Miles Sanders and I have a lot of exposure to Miles Sanders, guess who's making money at the end of the year?
Right. I mean, I think the only plus side would be is that if someone went down and he got traded. I really don't see Chuba or Jonathan. I think Jonathan Brooks tears it up down the second half of the stretch. I don't see. I mean, I hate to go against it like that. I just don't see Miles Sanders.
I respect, brother. If you agreed with every one of my takes, I wouldn't like you as a content creator. I want you with me. I like that comment, by the way, too. Fat guys, Donovan Peoples-Jones is an interesting name, and I have a sneaky suspicion that he has a decent role in Detroit.
You think he can beat out Jameson for that second spot? Everyone's super high on this J-Mo breakout, but it's really shaky to me with him.
If they go 3 wide receiver sets, I think DPJ is gonna, like him or Khalif Raymond. They'll have their
Raymond, right? Yeah.
They'll have their spike weeks.
Okay.
They're both names that I intend on getting exposure to, because they're both going to have spike weeks, right? It just depends who's going to have more. And him and Khalif Raymond are both around 20 guys as well, completely free.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Khalif Raymond's always at the end. Yeah.
I like the Deontay Johnson pick index of suspicion, but I mean Jonathan Mingo is also free in round 20, and I don't think Jonathan Mingo was a bad player last year. I think the situation was bad. I think he's in a better situation now.
I think Deontay Johnson has a career year.
He could, but every year we say that about Deontay Johnson, he doesn't, right?
But now he's got Canales the Whisperer, man.
Yeah, but like Canales is a QB whisperer. He doesn't whisper to shitty, underproducing wide receivers. I'm also very high on Deontay Johnson this year. I'll be real, but I like to play devil's advocate.
He's going against. All right, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
Who we going to next here? So we did bad guys, tip, fat guys. Who do I got next?
I think Bengal's on his own show right now, and if you guys are not subscribed to Bayou Bengal, make sure you subscribe to that man. He's an absolute legend. Let's look at Quasi's lineup. Let's look at Angry.
He always kills it.
Yeah, let's look at Quasi's. Look at Angry Elves. I mean, since B. Kurt blessed us with his presence, let's do B. Kurt's next.
Okay, I'll read Quasi's real quick. 3692 build. I'm always paying attention to Quasi.
Can't see the lineup because of the chat. Just click the chat down. And you're good.
Yep.
There you go. My bad.
There we go. Okay. Stuff I didn't remember. I don't do it. So 3692 build. He's always changing his build. He usually goes 2-6-10-2. I think he went 3 here because of Drake May, because he got a late quarterback snag. I like the value. He got a Rich 3 later. I love it. I think Anthony Richardson is the QB1 this year if he stays healthy. And you can't argue that he wouldn't be. If he plays all 17 games, he will be. Jahmyr Gibbs, I love Zamir White. Is one of my favorite draft picks this year. Everyone is way too low on Zamir White. Marshawn Lloyd.
I'm very high on Zamir White as well.
I love Zamir White.
Yeah.
So he played 4 games last year. This is off the top of the head. He was RB9 in his 4 games. He averaged 23.5 touches and 130 total yards every single game. How does this guy not get drafted higher? Marshawn Lloyd, I'm not that high on. Ty Chandler, I love. Roschon Johnson, I think he gets more touchdowns than DeAndre Swift. Trey Sermon, nice handcuff piece to Jonathan Taylor. See, Nico Collins, this is where, and you reach for Nico too. I am not as high on the Texans receivers as everyone else. I don't like the trio. I don't like who's going to pop off each week. Yes, he's going to be great in best ball. He'll have a 30-point week or a couple of big weeks, but it's not going to be consistent enough for me with Nico Collins. Christian Kirk, I absolutely love. Amazing value pick. Got him right on ADP. He's going to ball out this year. He will be the Jags' #1 scorer. Everyone thinks Brian Thomas will be. He will not be. Xavier Worthy, great best ball play. Brandon Cooks, great best ball play. Wicks is my guy. I love Dontavia Wicks. That's a great pick. Roman Wilson, we'll see. Wanda Robinson's great. Javon Baker is my guy. Travis Kelce, Jake Ferguson. This guy kills every draft. It's ridiculous.
I will say, if you're looking at what Quasi does and what he did, it's a very sneaky play what he did here, right? If you look at the majority of the starts And if B. Kurt's here, like B. Kurt will probably tell you Quasi's start right now with Jameer Gibbs and Nico Collins, maybe less than 2% of all of drafters that they've drafted with or that have completed these drafts so far have that start. So that gives him a unique advantage should Jameer Gibbs and Nico Collins both have really, really big years. So that's like a correlation / contrarian start that he's saying like this is a unique start. Not a lot of people started their tournaments like this. So like the fact that he started it like this, like you can tell that it's a unique start. Not a lot of people started like this, and because not a lot of people started like this, he's giving himself an advantage in the grander tournament. So
I see that.
So I see you. Quasi's playing chess as we're playing checkers. I respect it.
But I mean, I look at it like, dude, give me Devontae Adams, give me Drake London, or give me Marvin Harrison over Nico Collins.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I look at it the same way you look at it. But like there's guys like B. Kurt and Quasi, Updog. These guys, they play the game completely differently. Like they are so analytical in their approach where they're like, I just want to be contrarian and different in terms of roster construction and starts. I don't want to start the same way everybody else starts. Like B. Kurt, this is I'm sure there's like 10% people who started like this, but yeah.
Right. I love the Justin Fields play late too. I think he should have the job already, but we'll see how that plays out. But it's a A- draft is all. Quasi always kills it every time.
Yeah, I'll never grade Quasi because he's better than me. Who the hell am I to grade Quasi?
Ridiculous.
You want to do B. Kurtz?
You can go for it. You want me to go for it?
Yeah, go for it. It's your show.
All right, so B. Kurt coming in with a 2.882 build. I've seen a lot more of these 2.882s. I'm kind of getting curious if I should run one of these, but I don't like that many running backs. But
pull the comments down. So the reason why people go 2.882 is because they push running back position really late, so they can afford to get that many running backs, right?
But I don't think I'd want that many. I mean, you never know. Does it? What won it last year? What was the build?
I'll look at Updogs. I think Updogs is on his channel, and I'll tell you what he had.
I would wonder how many were in like the top with 8 running backs.
Well, B. Kurt, when he won first in the DraftKings tournament, he had something similar.
Did he? 8 running backs?
Something similar, I believe. Okay. I like obviously don't memorize his lineup there, but I'm sure it was something similar. He went really late in running backs.
So what I'm looking at is Najee Harris, who I love. Obviously, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, solid. Brian Robinson, the hype is picking up on him, but I still think Austin Eckler has something to prove. I'm not too high on him. Kendre Miller, if something happens to Alvin Kamara, he's going off. His whole 7 running backs down is pretty much not effective to me, really. You know, it's kind of a wait and see game with all of them. Evan Hall, backup. Khalil Herbert in the trenches, could get traded. Vidal, 3 running backs deep. Charbonnet, backup. Jawar Jordan, 3 deep. Like, I don't know. That's why I'm asking about the 8 running back build, because I don't really know about it.
So Updog, who finished second in the tournament last year, won over $150,000. Obviously, he had a bunch of lineups that placed. He went 2 quarterbacks, 7 running backs, 9 wide receivers, 3 tight ends. So right in line with that kind of combination. It's
okay.
Once again, it's like, how do you separate yourself from the rest of the field? First thing is literally roster construction, how you build your roster, right? Because like unlike Underdog, right? People on Underdog will try to get either playoff correlation or they'll try to get
right?
You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's half PPR, whereas here it's like just most points. And we know that the running back position, if you look at ADP historically, where running backs were drafted and where they finished on the year, only 1 in 10 finish in the top 10 every single year. So you can afford to push the running back position because of what's happened historically based off of trends. So based off of roster construction, based off of correlation, based off of everything, B. Kurt gives himself a unique advantage above the rest of the field here, just simply because of his strategy and his being contrarian in how he approaches it. It's a completely different game than UD. It's 100% completely
different. It's new to me, so yeah, I'm learning it as we go. I mean, 8 running backs seems heavy, but
it's aggressive, but it's also a winning formula here.
Okay.
especially if you push if you push RB, like if you start early RB 8 running backs, it doesn't make sense, right?
Right.
But if you push the RB position, it's the only thing that makes sense because your wide receivers are so strong. You have a high ceiling and a safe floor there. You can afford to go as many shots on net at the running back position, and they all have a path to success potentially. You know what I mean? Najee Harris,
It's
Brian
there, but it's
Robinson,
a long ways for a couple of them. But it's
for
there.
sure. But I mean, all he needs is two. All he on a week to week
Right.
basis, all he needs is two because he has 4 wide receivers he thinks that have a safe enough floor with a high enough ceiling.
Right.
Because one of them's going to take up the flex position, right? And he also has 2 high upside tight ends that can either take the tight end position and or the flex position as well. So the running back position is the position you want to punt in these tournaments, in my opinion. But it's also nice to get I prefer hero RB over zero RB. B Kurt is like the zero RB king. But I'm just explaining the rationale. Once again,
Okay.
he's one of the smartest drafters on drafters I've ever played with and competed with. He's a pro when it comes to drafters. He writes articles for drafters. He's on the Spike Week team. He knows that he knows his stuff. He's absolutely brilliant. And I hate talking nice about this guy because he's a fucking asshole. I'm kidding. He's a great guy.
Okay, so I mean, I give the running back room a C-, but
yeah.
Heading down to the wide receivers, AJ Brown, Chris Olave, all at ADP. He got tanked up for the stack with CJ Stroud. That's nice. Amari Cooper, I feel like, goes off this year. People are too low on Amari Cooper. This right here is a fumble, though, to me. And you're saying this guy's like one of the best. I don't even think Rashee Rice is going to play, bro. You do a 70 or 8th round pick at it. So that one kind of hurts me. I like the Xavier Legette with Bryce Young, a little correlation there. I keep telling people Jalen McMillan, man, especially in Dynasty. Make sure you get Jalen McMillan. This guy is a freak, bro. He just got hurt. And Mark Andrews and Brock Bowers, of course. I love the tight ends.
All right. So if Rashee Rice was to play this year and there was no controversy, where would Rashee Rice's ADP be?
Dude, so do they draft Xavier Worthy if he's
no? I'm asking if Rashee Rice 55. Okay, where did he get Rashee Rice at?
He dropped to 80.
Okay, so historically, if you look at every situation where there was off-season turmoil with a player, the NFL is a year late to do the punishment.
Yeah, but I don't think that.
So he's not going to get punished this year. He's going to get punished next year. So I'm drafting Rashee Rice at that pick because that's a delicious value for Rashee Rice as your wide receiver 5. I love it. Now, it is a gamble. It is a gamble. I will say it is a gamble because Rashee Rice is an exceptional piece of shit, but he's good at football. He's good at football. So I like the gamble. I get the gamble. I understand. I totally get it.
Okay, but I give it a B-.
Yeah, I'll never.
I don't understand the running back room, and I don't like the Rashee Rice pick, but the rest of the team is very good. But
yeah, I'll never beat Kurt because he's better than me. I'll never rate Quasi because he's better than me. Justin Herzig, I'll never rate because he's better than me.
Quasi's drafts are always fucking good.
Quasi's spectacular. He's one of the best drafters, and he's doing the world a disservice by not putting up content. I told him before, and I'll tell him again. I've gotten so many big names on my shows, but Quasi's the only one who doesn't want to show his beautiful face. And when he speaks, Quasi has it sounds like a mixture of Fergie and Jesus when he speaks. I've heard his voice. It's angelic, man. It's angelic as AF.
Okay, so who do we got left? Me and you?
Quasi says I have a face for radio. Did we get Angry Elf?
I did not get Angry Elf. You do Angry Elf.
All right, so Angry Elf, my guy, he goes 3-7-8-2. He goes Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, Deshaun Watson. Not bad. Very good running upside. I could see them finishing all with a lot of rushing touchdowns. And Jaden Daniels was my favorite quarterback this draft. So I love Jaden Daniels. I love the situation. I love Washington in general. I'm very invested in Washington. RB.
Jawan Johnson, massive injury right now on my phone.
Really?
Wait, he just posted it too in chat. Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan Taylor, Devon Achane, James Cook, Blake Corum, Tyrone Tracy, Audric Esteem, Samaje Perine, wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, Curtis Samuel, Jahan Dotson, Gabe Davis, Rashad Bateman. You took the bait, man. Elijah Moore, Khalif Raymond, David Njoku, Isaiah Likely. I like the build. I like the roster. I think it's really unique. Devon Chain, somebody I'm never going to draft at ADP. Not going to happen.
My guy.
Yeah, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion once again. But yeah, I like it. I like it. I could see a path where it could do really well. Good work. B+.
B+. I like it. Yeah. I'm with that.
I agree with what Adrian says about Quasi. Quasi is actually AI. Man's knowledge is wild. His knowledge is knowledge. This guy has knowledge on top of his knowledge.
Yeah, his teams are pretty good. All right, so you break down mine, and I'll break down yours.
Okay.
I think this is my best draft in Drafters history.
Well,
right here.
Well, since it's your show, we should save yours for last, right?
Okay. All right. Want me to do yours? Okay.
Sure. Do me.
The big disco. If you don't sub to his YouTube, make sure you do. He was just streaming before this. Amazing guy, amazing content. Let's break down his Drafters team here. He goes
Index of Suspicion says Quasi AI. That's a great comment. I like that one.
He goes to the 3-6-8-3 build. Kyler Murray and 2 rookies. I like the Caleb Williams. They're all below ADP. That you got Caleb Williams that is solid. Nice little 17 picks later. That's solid. 26 picks later for JJ McCarthy. So played the QB game very well. Brees Hall, of course, I love. I brought up Ramondre Stevenson last draft, and look, you go draft Ramondre Stevenson. I love him.
I did the Braylon Allen thing to you.
Yep. Tony Pollard. I really think that you're right about that, Tony Pollard, when you brought up the Tennessee Titans O-line and how it's going to go differently.
And he's had a full season to recover from his injury, and now he's doing agility and explosive training. I think Tony Pollard is going to shock a lot of people. But carry on.
I love this running back room. Trey Benson is amazing. You just talked about Deontay Foreman. He could be the touchdown goal line back for the Browns. Garendo, I think the Niners are going to put him on the shelf, it looks like, the updates. So his pick is kind of getting washed out now. Devontae Adams, I can't stop drafting him. Everyone undervalues him so much. T. Higgins, I love. Chris Godwin, I love. Deontay Johnson's going to go off. I love the correlation here with DeAndre Johnson and Thielen in case of an injury. You get, I don't see much correlation though with the wide receiver stat. I kind of missed it on this one a little bit. You got Kyler, Caleb, and JJ. Yeah, didn't get any wide receivers. I love Demario Douglas-Late. His value's got to start coming up. It's way too low. Devontae Walker, I guess kind of a dart though, but Rashad Bateman is not much better. So I mean, you never know what's going to happen there.
It's either Bateman or it's Devontae Walker, and it hasn't been Bateman. So
right.
I'm not.
But all the reports are is that Bateman is going to get 900 catches and 50 touchdowns. He's going off this year. I'm not touching him.
Are you taking the Bateman?
I'd best ball, yeah. Not in redraft.
You're going to take the bait, man. I'm not taking the bait. I'm not taking the bait, man.
Sam Laporta. The guy, Dalton Schultz. I'm not too high on Hunter Henry. I like Hunter Henry over Dalton Schultz. One of your better drafts, in my opinion. I'll go B+, A-. Right
I'll be personally. I hate my wide receiver room. I give myself a C+. I hate my wide receiver room. These are guys. The first 3 names in my wide receiver room are guys I don't have much exposure to.
You don't have a lot of exposure to Devontae Adams?
No.
Oh. I want all the Devontae I could get.
I would rather take like a Jahmyr Gibbs or Saquon or Jonathan Taylor over Devontae Adams. And then there's obviously Drake London, Harrison, Olave, Waddle, Debo, what Quasi did, Nico Collins. I have all those guys above Devontae Adams. But
why?
I don't have Devontae Adams very high. 1, he's aging. 2, it's a smash mouth, hard run football team. 3, like I think if you're like looking big picture, he's no longer a high ceiling guy. He's just a safe floor kind of guy. Like I don't see the ceiling anymore with Devontae Adams, especially on that offense. I think he's capped. His ceiling is capped. I think his floor is still safe. He's still 4 or 5 catches minimum a game. But what's his ceiling?
Right, up to this 30. I mean, he could drop 30 points any week.
Adrian's like, he ain't taking the bait on that awful joke.
I mean, when you get that much of a target share on a team, I don't care if they're run heavy team or not, and this guy can take the top off even if he's age 35. He's an ageless wonder. He's such a good route runner. It doesn't matter. That's why he can take the top off. He's such good value. It's just crazy.
Yeah, but their O line's also atrocious. Like I think the Raiders are gonna run the ball a lot. I'm not worried because like I'm the one who told you, like even teams that run the ball a lot, like a lot of people are fading Justin Herbert because they're gonna run the ball a lot with Harbaugh and they got rid of all the receivers. They're still gonna throw the ball 30 times a game on average, right? They're still gonna throw the ball 30 times a game. It's not what I'm worried about. Just worried that he doesn't have the ceiling that I'm looking for. Like I'd much rather a Drake London because I think Drake London's ceiling is limitless. I much rather a Jalen Waddle because I think Jalen Waddle has a higher ceiling on a team that likes to throw, 40 times a year at least.
Yeah,
bombs
I mean,
of
I
40
see that.
plus yards. Like the air yards per attempt is what I'm looking at when I want to get a good wide receiver. And like I think we're going to see 3.6, 3.5 air yards per attempt there in Vegas, and it's not exciting. It's
I don't know. I'm really high on Devontae Adams, but
I think he doesn't finish in the top 10 this year. But
he barely did last year.
Huh?
He barely did last year. He was like number 10.
Yeah. So I
remember.
mean, yeah. So it is what it is. Let's look at your team.
Oh, here we go. This is my best one. Let me hear it.
3-5-9-3. You go Tua Tagovailoa at a 10 pick value. Good. Will Levi, who I'm very high on, you get him at a good value as well. Daniel Jones, one of the best values in fantasy football this year in terms of ADP. And I'm not being facetious. It's a great value to draft Daniel Jones where he's currently being drafted. And the fact that you got him once again was that 9 picks past ADP, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. What's pick 2 to 16? What's the risk there?
Right.
What's the reward?
It's a better risk than Miles Sanders.
Definitely, but Miles Sanders is still free. Running back, you go Isaiah Pacheco, who I think can and should finish this year as the RB1. You look at the fact that every year his touches are getting more and more and more higher. He's getting more volume, right? More and more higher. It's just a stupid way to speak English. He's getting more volume every year. The fact that Jerick McKinnon's gone, like last year, we saw him jump up in terms of his receiving targets, and now we're expecting to get all the work in the receiving work for all the running backs as well because Jerick McKinnon's gone. So we're
huge.
Yeah, so the fact that he's going to take that next step, should he stay healthy, and I anticipate he stays healthy. Should he stay healthy, he has RB1 upside, and the fact that you're getting him pick 49 is an absolute steal. He's one of those guys where I can't get enough. Like I want some more. I need some more. Jonathan Brooks, I totally understood why you draft him. I respect the pick. His upside's tremendous. I just think the risk versus reward is way too high because should he fail, that's your RB2, right? Raheem Mostert, the ageless wonder, has aged. He's on the wrong side of 30. Jerome Ford, love the pick. So you do have a very safe RB room, and then you got a double stack with Nick Chubb as well.
God, I'm dying.
Wide receiver, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Malik Neighbors. That's insane. Jordan Addison, great ceiling play, especially as your wide receiver 4. I love the value you got him at. Christian Watson, if he's healthy, he's very good. But major asterisks between and then you protected that pick with a very safe floor of Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is like the safest play at wide receiver in every format. Jacoby Myers is as safe
again every time.
Yeah, every like Jacoby Myers is as safe as it gets. Malachi Corley, I don't think Mike Williams is going to be right. I don't think he's going to be ready. Malachi Corley is an elite athlete. I think where I'm worried about him is he's not so refined, but he's in the pros, right? You can refine a very good athlete. You can refine a very good athlete in the pros, and if he hits, he's going to be spectacular. I love him as a ceiling play, and I think he has a safe enough floor as a wide receiver too currently, right now, because Mike Williams isn't going to be right. Like, there's no timeline on his return, right?
He steps on the field and his ankles and legs are gone, man.
Michael Wilson started off the season last year hobbled, and then he finished off the season as like a good wide receiver. He had some big spike weeks. He's a wide receiver 2 currently in that room. And I think that team is going to shock a lot of people in that division. I think that division's in for a treat. It's going to be way more competitive than a lot of people think. Odell Beckham Jr., stupid pick.
That's a stack.
I understand the correlation, the stack purposes. I'm not touching Odell Beckham Jr. with your dick. Tight end, you go Trey McBride. So I like that pick, especially because you got a little bit of correlation. You got him at a great value. Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith's one of those guys where if you don't draft him, like if he goes undrafted, he plays well. If you do draft him, he plays like shit. I understand the reason for the pick. There's the ball is going to be thrown a lot. It's great correlation. I've gotten my fair share. I've gotten my fair share of Jonnu Smith. I'm just worried that he might suffer from the same thing that Durham Smythe suffered from last year, and Durham Smythe is still there as well. And then Greg Dulcich, I understand why he made the pick. I'm just not there with him. So all in all, I'd give you a solid A minus.
I thought it was a good draft. I'll take an A- all day.
I like what you
very
did.
good.
I like what you did. It's very unique. Also, it's a very unique start. If you look at Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, and Neighbors, I'm sure that not a lot of people had that start. And the fact that you just did one subtle shift where instead of going 3-6-8-3, you went 3-5-9-3. You gave yourself a unique advantage with roster construction as well. Good draft.
Thank you. I liked it a lot. God, this has got to stop, man. I'm dying.
All right, are we announcing the winner of tonight's giveaway on your show? I'll message it to you. I'll message it to you in the private chat right here.
So how do you? So when I used to stream on Twitch, I would do these giveaways through I forget the Nightbot, and I just pull it up on stream, and it would do an algorithm. Is there no way to do that with drafters or anything? Like you could put 10 names in and just pull it up, and it'll do an algorithm roll so people can see it on stream.
I do the big look at my screen. I put the names in a big wheel that you just put on Google. And you spin it, and that's the name of the winner right there.
Oh, I got you. Okay. So could that be something you can do like this? So what is it on Google? What's it called? Google Spin?
Just put randomizer wheel.
That's what I'm doing. Random name picker?
Yeah, just randomizer.
Okay, so let's say I stop this one.
Wheel of names. That's what it's called.
I want to just see if I could.
It's called Wheel of Names. I already did it. Congratulations, Adrian. Well, like
Adrian got it?
Yeah, Adrian got it. But yeah,
just think if you can see it though, but I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you just like if you go to your right there where it says Ali, Beatrice, Charles, you just put the names in there for everybody who entered, and then you just spin the shit.
That's tight. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like you could also do like the duck race or there's like a football race. There's some fun ways to do these giveaways. I just like this because my wife and I my wife watches all the streams and then she does the giveaways because I can't multitask. Like I'm already multitasking a lot when I'm watching.
Dude, paying attention to the stream, the draft, the chat.
Yeah, it's a lot, and you want to make sure that you draft well because who the hell is going to watch a guy on a live stream who like is talking about fantasy football but drafts like shit? So good draft for your first draft. Great work there. Bengals live.
There we go. Okay, is that it for us? I mean, God, my voice is so shot, man. So thanks for having me on yours. If you guys haven't subscribed to my guy Disco Big Draft Energy YouTube, make sure you do. I'm pretty sure most of you in here that have.
Art, I said your
everyone, thanks for hanging out. I'm hopefully by Monday. So I'm going to Stanford. I'll be back by Monday. Hopefully I have my energy. Like I'm sweating right now. My throat is parched. I'm coughing like crazy. This is not normally how I do shows or streams. Trust me, it will be different, but I'm struggling through it. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being here. And have a good weekend because I won't be here till Monday. We're going to Stanford tomorrow morning. So
Art Howell, I talked about the team. We like Samaje Perine. We like the receiving room. We love your quarterbacks. Your tight ends are good. Yeah, man. We talked about your team. I said I didn't like Esteem or Samaje Perine. We definitely talked about your team, buddy. I swear we did.
Oh yeah,
And then
he did.
And then my wife, she said, never not drafting, even with COVID. Goddamn, amazing way to pull through sleeves on your first live stream. I agree.
Thank you, dude. I'm struggling, but we're here.
Oh, Art, your name was on my wheel, dude. It was my wheel that we did the spin on. I was just showing him the spin.
Oh my god, it's so bad, Adrian. I'm dying, bro. But either way, I heard you, babe. Baller fam, everybody, disco ballers. I'm gonna head out. Everyone have a good weekend. Everyone have a good night. Get some drafts in over the weekend. I will be tweeting, but I'm gonna be mainly at the hospital and stuff, so we'll see how it goes. But I will catch you guys on Monday. Disco, love you, brother.
Love you too, man. Go check out Bayou Bengal. He's live right now. Go, everybody go to Bayou Bengal right now on his stream. Yeah.
Go like this. I think I'm getting fast enough at it. Can I raid him? Like Twitch?
I wish.
How do I spell his thing? B-A-Y-O-U Bengal, right?
There's a little bit of flexibility with our next pick.
Oh, FN. No?
It's on Mixon this year. I like Mixon, right? So Mixon
What's his stream?
played for the Texans.
It's Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network. He's live. My man's live.
Okay, so let's go like this. I can go like this. Go check him out right now. I'm going to share his stream real quick. There you go. Go smash my guys' subscription. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry I'm sick. Disco, have a good one, man. Have a good weekend. Tell the wife we said hi. And I'm out, guys.
Safe travels, buddy. Peace.